So the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season wrapped up a couple weeks ago in Phoenix, and Joey Logano is your 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion. This was his second Cup Series championship, and he won his first one back in 2018. In this video, we're going to highlight some key moments of two specific races, and how Joey managed to win the championship. And we're specifically going to highlight his rivalry with Martin Truex Jr. The first race we're going to look at was race 33 of the 36 season calendar at Martinsville Speedway, the 2018 First Data 500. Back in the 2018 season, Martinsville was not the final race of the final round, rather it was the first race of the final round, so this was giving drivers their first opportunity to lock themselves into the championship 4. Joey Logano would roll off in the 10th starting position, and he would actually enter the race below the cut line. He would only be 3 points back of the cut line, who was Chase Elliott holding that spot, and arguably one of the favorites at this point as he's won 2 of the last 3 races. But even for Chase, he had a huge gap between the top 3, as if you remember in the 2018 season, there was the big 3. Kyle Busch, who would end up scoring 8 wins on the year, Kevin Harvick, who would also end up scoring 8 wins on the year, and Martin Truex Jr., who didn't win as much as those other guys, but was equally consistent and scored 4 victories on the season. At this point in the year, Joey Logano has only won 1 race of the season, and that was the spring race at Talladega, where he actually snapped a 36 race winless streak. Joey Logano was leading the closing stages of the race, but Martin Truex Jr. was clearly faster. It took some time to get around Kyle Busch, and then he actually made quick work of Brad Keselowski, who was Joey Logano's teammate. And with 9 laps to go, there was no cars separating Joey Logano and Martin Truex Jr.
These two fighting for a guaranteed spot in Miami for the championship. Logano crossing the stripe, 7 laps to go.
Truex going to turn left right here. Good momentum off of 4.
Looking to the inside. Can he make the pass? Will he make contact?
He's there. A race to the lap car once again. Who can get there first? Oh,
contact made.
Come on, Mother Baby, come on.
They're diving into the turn of 3. Truex on the inside, trying to take the lead away from Logano.
Logano trying to run him as tight as he possibly can to make it almost impossible for the 78 to put the power down on corner exit.
78 loose on corner entry right there. Can Joey use it to his advantage? Great job out of lap cars, by the way, getting out of the way.
Side by side, Logano and Truex. And then Keselowski's going to come back into the picture, as is Denny Hamlin fighting back there.
Look at that run on the high groove.
Clear by 3 feet, all clear, 2 to go.
So much pressure inside these cars.
This is an incredible drive by Joey Logano, regardless of the result.
He raced him clean again to the inside. Martin Truex Jr. has the advantage as they come up the turn. He'll see the white flag one more time around. Martin Truex Jr. on the inside, looking for his first short track win, as well as a trip to Miami to try to defend his championship. The 2017 champion, will he get the bumper? Yes, he does. Here comes Logano. Logano on the inside, a drag race, they're sideways, and it's going to be Logano getting the win.
Martin Truex Jr. raced Joey Logano clean for several laps before finally getting the move done going into turn number 1 on the last lap of the race, but I think everyone knew what was coming going into turn 3 the moment Joey Logano got behind him. Joey used the bumper, didn't wreck him, but shoved him up the track enough to get back to the inside, used him up a little bit, and got back to the start finish line first to win the race, as Denny Hamlin snuck in there and actually finished second, almost stole the win away entirely. With his second win of the season, that locked Joey Logano into the championship 4, and he was the first one to do so. And obviously Martin Truex Jr. was not happy with Joey Logano's move, because, you know, Martin raced him pretty clean, or as clean as he could, and Joey Logano just moved him out of the way, but that's short track racing.
Well, you hear the crowd on the other side of the racetrack. Some boos for Joey Logano. A smile on his face, though. Walk us through the last lap and the thought process of the move on the 78, Joey.
Miami, just thinking about Miami. Thinking about how we can win a championship with this car, and you know, I knew it was going to be a fun race there today. Yeah, Martin was definitely better. Our car wasn't as good there that last run, and I was just doing all I can to be as defensive as I could. And You know, we were racing hard. He was getting into my left rear. We were both running hard, as you expect. And then, you know, you just got to expect Martinsville at the end of the race that you're going to have some bumping and grinding there at the end. So proud of this Shell Pennsville team. Man, this has been a tough season, and it's great to get our second win of the year, the biggest win of the year. And now we're off to looking at a championship.
As you were coming down the backstretch, did you know what you were going to do going into 3 and 4 on the 78?
I knew I was going to lay the bumper. You know, we raced really hard here, and you know, he kind of obviously slides up. I don't really blame him just a little bit, but he was able to clear me there. And this, the next thing you know, I knew that my one shot was just to try to lay the bumper a little bit. And that's NASCAR racing. That's what the grassroots are. That's what the fans come here to see. And some might not like it, but it's one heck of a race at least.
And you hear the fans cheering, guys. Joey Logano, smile on his face. The one thing we know for sure, Rick, his ticket to Miami is punched.
Well, and you see the thumbs up from Joey Logano, but Martin Truex Jr. thumbs down. Let's hear from him. He's with Parker.
Right, Rick, he was joining in with the crowd booing there. So, Martin, you heard the boos. You heard what Joey had to say. What's your thoughts on that move at the end?
He may have won the battle, but he ain't win the damn war.
That's it?
That's it.
So he's not going to get there. He's not going to win the championship.
He ain't.
How do you retaliate?
I'm just not going to let him win it. I'm going to win it.
You going to make it to championship 4?
That's the plan right now.
And anything you want to say to all these fans out here that have come out and seen the show?
Appreciate them being here. They're awesome, man. This place is great. We should be in victory lane right now. But, you know, it's just the way it went today. It didn't work out, but proud of my guys, proud of our team, and you know, everybody said we're out. Said we couldn't run good at Martinsville. We don't run good at short tracks. Our team's shutting down, so we can't make it to the championship 4. Yeah, bring it on. I'm going to show everybody.
Would you have done the same to him in the same position?
I was next to him for 6 laps. I never knocked him out of the way. We were going to race hard for it in my book. And, you know, I cleared him fair and square. We weren't even banging doors for me to pass him. He just drove in the back of me, knocked me out of the way. So, yeah, it's short track racing, but what goes around comes around.
There you hear it, guys. What goes around comes around.
Some pretty strong words there by Martin Truex Jr. And obviously we look at racing history on this channel, so spoiler alert, unfortunately he's gonna have to eat those words, and they did not age very well for him. I love the passion that he has, and he's damn determined to win that championship, but unfortunately that's NASCAR and things don't always work out the way that you want them to. Over the next 2 races, the other 2 drivers of the big 3 would both score their 8th and final wins of the season respectively, Kevin Harvick winning in Texas and Kyle Busch getting it done in Phoenix. Both solidifying their amazing seasons, almost winning half of the races, just those 2, as both these guys proved that they belong in the championship 4, obviously with 8 wins each. And Martin Truex Jr., who was the other one of the big 3, didn't score a win in that final round, but he was very consistent and easily pointed his way into the final 4. Joey's win at Martinsville and Kevin's win at Texas proved just how important those wins would be to lock themselves into the championship 4, as Kevin got a flat tire, although he would recover to finish 5th, as he had a super fast car and was able to salvage the day. But Joey Logano would actually find much bigger trouble and end up crashing in this race. They were not able to get their car repaired, and he would actually DNF and finish 37th. Now moving on to the championship 4 and the final race at Homestead Miami Speedway, it was basically Joey Logano against the big 3, as Joey was definitely the underdog in this situation, going up against the top 3 cars who were statistically the best cars all season. Kevin Harvick scoring 8 wins, Kyle Busch scoring 8 wins, and Martin Truex Jr. scoring 4 wins. The championship 4 drivers would roll off 2nd Kyle Busch, 3rd Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano would be in 5th, and the furthest back would be Kevin Harvick in the 12th starting position. In the closing stages of the race, it became pretty clear that the championship 4 had the 4 fastest cars on the track, as they took up the top 4 spots on the final restart of the race, with only 15 laps to go. And through the final 100 laps of the race, all 4 of them took turns leading. And this race was sure building up to one hell of a finish for the championship and the win of the race.
2 by 2. on the outside. Kyle Busch, Truex Jr. on the inside. Green flag back in the air.
Truex with a great start. Truex couldn't have done it any better.
18 trying to get to that quarter panel to side draft a little bit, keep himself alongside, but he's not going to be able to do it. 78 to the lead and clear.
Martin Truex Jr. surging ahead by 4 car lengths.
Coming to 14 to go. Martin tries to break the draft down the back straightaway. 18 charges into the corner on the outside. Can't get the power down. Here comes Joey Logano to the inside.
Now Logano side by side with the 18 for second. Side drafts him as they go into turn 1.
He buries it down into turn 1. Trying to take charge on Truex up there. 22 sliding up the track, taking the lane from the 18, putting that 18 in dirty air.
Still has that momentum, though. Let's see what Joey Logano can do. Now he's clear. He won't go to the top again. I'd be shocked if he went to the top again in 3 and 4.
These guys should have a pretty clean race to the finish. I doubt we'll catch many lap cars with only 13 laps to go, coming to 12 to go. Truex back to the bottom.
Yeah.
20.
Logano knew it. Logano said Truex ain't gonna do that again. He saw he gained on him. I'm gonna go to the middle. Logano with the run. Look at this run.
He's had the short run speed all day long. This kind of a finish, this kind of a run at the end is tailor-made for him.
All the way to the back bumper of the 78. Now to the outside. Here comes Logano trying to take the lead away.
Wow,
he drives past the 78. He'll take the lead as they go down the backstretch.
He buried that car down into turn 1.
How did that car stick? That's incredible. I thought he overdrove the corner just in a desperation move. He made it stick.
He could be closing in on his first title.
But guys, we've seen this 78 get better as the tires age. I know he lost that lead, but can he inch back in on the 22? And if he does, how patient will he be?
With a car that had great short run speed and a power move to the outside of Martin Truex Jr., Truex couldn't do anything about it. Joey Logano went by, and that was all Joey Logano needed to secure his first NASCAR Cup Series championship.
This time by, it's 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. 1 lap away from his first Cup Series championship. Joey Logano at 28 years old. Fulfilling a dream.
No threat, man. 1-6 still. Furlong's ahead. No pressure. No pressure at all.
TJ Majors giving him the information. No pressure at all. Well, he has risen well above the pressure as he comes out of turn number 4 to claim his first ever Cup Series championship. It's Joey Logano who wins.
You're the man. You are the man when it comes down to it. Champion. Awesome job, man.
Joey Logano wins the championship. Martin Truex Jr. said those famous words that he ain't winning the damn war. Joey made such a power move to the outside that Martin Truex Jr. just literally couldn't do anything about it, even if he wanted to. And there just wasn't enough laps for Martin Truex Jr. to run him back down, as Martin had a better long run car, but that short run at the end is all Joey Logano needed to win. Joey, who was definitely the underdog, succeeded, picked up his 3rd win of the season and the championship, and the top 4 finishers of the race were all the championship for, with Martin Truex Jr. in 2nd, Kevin Harvick in 3rd, and Kyle Busch in 4th.
Joey, we talk about second chances all the time. How much of this night was about second chances for you and proving that you could do it?
We did it. We won the championship. I can't believe it. I don't even know what to say. This team, Roger Penske, Todd Gordon, the pit crew, oh my God. These guys are amazing. Gave me the car I needed at the end to do my job. Put me in position to do my job. I couldn't be more proud of them. We won the championship, Marty. Oh my God.
I know you did. I know you did. You came into the week saying the big 3 and me. Did you really feel like you were the underdog in this, Joey?
No, I told you I didn't feel like the underdog, and we proved it why we're not. This is the favorite, and I told you I won that before the race started. So proud of everybody. Everyone rise to the occasion, execute under pressure like nobody's business. I can't thank everyone that supports us. Shell, Pennzoil, Wheels Up, SKF, Ford. We got a Ford, not only the Drivers' Championship, but the Manufacturers' Championship. So can't wait to break that Mustang out soon. But man, oh, I don't even know I don't know what to tell you.
When you're coming to the checkered flag, what are the emotions? What's going through your mind?
just a lot of screaming. A lot of screaming and yelling. I think I pulled a muscle, but man, I've worked my whole life to get here, to get to win a championship. We've been so close and spent 10 seasons fighting for this, and wasn't sure we were going to get it, but man, Todd made a good adjustment there at the end. And has that no quit attitude, and I was going to pass that car no matter what.
I want to ask you about that move into one. How did you make it stick, number one? We thought you might have just overdrove the corner.
No, it's my car was really good on entry all day. That's a big boy Coke right there.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yes. And your pit crew delivered today too, Joey. I mean, you've talked for weeks how they're the best on pit road right now.
They are. They proved it again today. The guys are, every one of them, each and every individual on that team is the best in their position, and we showed it today. We were, at points we were really good, at points we were down for the count. I knew we had a short run car. I said it before the race started that our car was a short run car. If it's anything longer than 25 laps, we're gonna be in trouble, and that really showed all day. But you know, it came down to that short run, and we're champions, NASCAR champions.
And guess what? Forever, you will be a NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series champion. Joey Logano, plenty of more people to find to give high fives down here. And there's a stage with his name on it too, Rick.
Martin Truex Jr. and the 78 team come up just one spot short of a fairy tale ending. Martin, what's it like climbing out of the 78 for the last time?
Not sure yet, to be honest with you. Sorry. I don't know, I'm gonna miss these guys. Wish we could have won it. We had it, just, you know, we couldn't go for 15 laps, and I knew that last restart was gonna be tough. We were able to get the lead, I couldn't do anything. I was just slow for 15 laps, you know. Wouldn't turn, I tried to go as fast as those guys and I'd be dead sideways, and I just couldn't do it. And I don't know what else I could have done, you know. He passed me so fast I didn't even have a chance to do anything. It was we needed more laps. We just needed more time. But proud of my guys and proud of everybody. Thanks Johnny and Bass Pro and auto owners and 5-hour TRD Toyota. Everybody who helped us, you know, the past few seasons. Not the way we wanted to go out, but hell of an effort.
5 years with this team. What has this time meant to you?
Been the best time of my life. I don't know what else to say. I mean, these guys they've been amazing. They've made me a superstar in NASCAR, and I'm just very thankful for them all.
You heard it from both drivers. Martin Truex Jr. very emotional. One of coming up short, as you heard him say, Joey passed him so fast, but also because this was the last race of his team, Furniture Row Racing, as that team closed its doors at the end of the season and he would move over to Joe Gibbs Racing the following year. And he unfortunately just came up one spot short to the one person that he probably did not want to lose to. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like NASCAR history, subscribe to the channel as we revisit classic moments of NASCAR and as well as IndyCar, and it means a lot to me for checking out my videos. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you liked it or a thumbs down if you didn't. I appreciate all the feedback, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care, everyone.